Hello everyone and welcome to the first video in the series where I teach you how to develop on GenLayer. Now in this video I'm just going to give you a quick intro, a quick high-level developer intro of GenLayer. I'm going to show you some important links you should have as someone who wants to develop on GenLayer, and now let's get into it. So GenLayer, simply put, is an AI native blockchain. Now, instead of running only deterministic smart contracts, GenLayer runs what we call intelligent contracts. Contracts that can reason and understand the natural language and work with real-world data. At the center of GenLayer is a consensus mechanism called optimistic democracy. It's an upgraded delegated proof-of-stake model, but with one big difference. The validators are connected directly to large language models like GPT, Llama, and other AI systems. This lets the blockchain handle non-deterministic operations, things like interpreting text prompts, fetching live web data, or making AI-based decisions. Traditional blockchains can't do that reliably, but GenLayer can because AI outputs are validated by multiple validators. Here's how optimistic democracy works in simple terms. So firstly, the user submits a transaction. Then a randomly selected leader validator processes it and proposes a result. Then a group of other validators independently recompute that same transaction. If the results match the leader's proposal, or are close enough depending on the rules, they approve it. If not, they reject it. This gives us consensus-backed security, even when the transaction involves AI reasoning, which is normally unpredictable. This consensus mechanism was inspired by Condorcet's jury theory. More validators means more accurate collective decisions. Validators themselves run two components. Now, the first is the normal validator software for networking, so block production, and deterministic tasks. The second is an AI integration layer that connects them to the LLM for natural language understanding, reasoning, and real-time data retrieval. With this architecture, GenLayer can support applications that aren't possible on traditional blockchains, things like autonomous DAOs that respond to real-world events, prediction markets by on-chain reasoning, and DeFi protocols that adjust themselves automatically based on market conditions. So, just a quick summary: GenLayer combines blockchain determinism with AI intelligence, and it lets smart contracts think, reason, and adapt. That is why I'm going to teach you how to create and interact with smart contracts on the GenLayer blockchain. But before I end this video, I'm just going to show you some quick links that you should have in mind. Firstly is the documentation, which we can access at docs.genlayer.com. And if you want to properly understand everything, you can take your time and go through your documentation. It has all the information that you will need. Next, we have the GenLayer testnet, where you can look at information from the blockchain. Like if you have to submit a transaction, you can come here and inspect. Then lastly, last but not the least, we have the GenLayer testnet hub, where you can request for tokens to test on the network. And finally, we have the studio. Now, we would be using the studio to test contracts and deploy contracts on the GenLayer network. In the coming videos, I will show you how to either set up the studio instance locally or set it up or to use the normal one on the web, which we are currently using. So, thank you.